Hi fellows, in this video you will see how I'm gonna install Footwell lights in my car. Let's go! These are the lights that I've ordered online. I think they are a bit too big for my car. Yeah, I think I wanna trim it about this much. So let's cut it first. I'm just gonna snap it from here. Hopefully it's gonna snap in a nice clean line. If not, yeah, I think that snapped really well there. Now I'm gonna measure how much of this plastic bit I need. Now I'll mark it here. Then I'm gonna measure how much of this metal housing I need. And again I will make a mark. And I'll use my hacksaw to cut it. Ta-da! Now the LED fits into the metal housing, and this plastic protection bit goes right on top of it. Then you just slide it on top like this, and at the end, of course, it has those mounting brackets. And like this. Now this is the complete assembly. I've made two of them. Also, I super glued the LEDs inside the metal housing so they won't rattle when I'm driving. Let's install them on the car now. So I've made the cable longer for this light, and now I will have to feed the cable through there. And I came up with this solution. I'll just use the remaining metal housing to feed my wire. And success. So we have the wire on this side now. Let's fix that light in place and then we carry on this side. Okay, so my light will sit right here under the glove box. Yeah, so I'm gonna glue it in place right now. I'm gonna tuck it in right behind this structure here. As you can see, this is the footwell area and the cable is nowhere to reach. I want all my wires hidden behind this panel, so I'm gonna take it off for now. I will install all the wires there, then we're gonna put it back on. I need to take off this panel first, and then there is a small screw that I need to undo. Okay, this panel is off. I'm gonna tuck in the cable through here, and I can even spin it around it a bit. Okay, so I have the wire from the other side here. I'm gonna make this light cable a bit longer too. And I'm gonna install this on and off switch just in case the lights will be too bright sometimes when trying to have a Netflix and chill inside the car here. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it will bother me in any way, so I'm gonna install it right here. Now the nut can go in the back. I'm really happy with that. So I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna draw power from. That's from this number 35 fuse, which is the radio fuse. This is how I've plugged in my cables onto the fuse. Now I have the button here. I have the main power. I have the light on the passenger side, and I have to install the light on the driver's side. But before that, I'm gonna boot back that panel here, because this light goes on the bottom of it, and then I'm just gonna connect the wires right here at the bottom, and tack them inside here behind that panel. Let's do that. Panel in the gap here, and as you can see, my button is well above this edge, so it's all good. So I've connected both the negatives of the main power and the button together, and now I have the two ends of the circuit here, and I've connected the lights positive together and the lights negative together, and now I'm just gonna connect the positive to one end of the circuit and the negative to the other end of the circuit, and that's it. Okay. Ow! I'm gonna put those connectors in place. When I take this panel off, so I'll be able to disconnect the wire from here and the light come off with the panel while the wire stays behind. The other negative. What I'm gonna do to them is to use some more tape and just tape them like this, right here on the ceiling, so they don't flap about. But first I wanna check if everything works. Nothing works at the moment. I will figure out in a minute why. So in thinking what could I have done wrong, I've realized that the ends of the fuse are not negative and positive, but they are both positive. So I've connected just the positive of my wires to the fuse, and now I'm gonna show you how my lights come on. You see, I just needed a ground, a negative, and I can have a negative even on my pedal. The light there works too. So obviously I can't connect this wire to my pedals, but I will just have to find a ground somewhere else. That bolt there next to the fuse box, right there. I'm gonna connect my ground to it. Yeah, so this is the situation now. I put my brown cable there, that's my ground, on that bolt, and I have my positive wire to the radio fuse. And that's it, all the wires are tucked in. You can't really see them, it's all tucked away, it's all nicely hidden. Let me show you an overview. Let's give it a go. Wow, they're nice, they're really nice, but they're really bright, like really bright. I'm really glad that I put this switch there so I can switch them off like this, because they're really bright. Like I'm surprised how bright they are. Look how shiny my pedals are. But they're nice, I like them. Let me know what do you think about this job, and if you like the outcome, give this video a like, leave a comment down below what do you think about this job and about my rookie mistake. You're allowed to roast me in the comments if you want. Yeah, and subscribe to my channel, that would help me a lot. Bye for now.